Alrighty, y'all. It's the first day back. I had a horrible feeling I was gonna puke this morning, and kind of said it was because I was nervous. I don't get nervous. I don't know what he's talking about. My apartment's kind of far from school. Not that far. I just don't like walking, and I'm flipping freezing. I felt like I was gonna throw up, so I was like, I'll just wear something shorter because maybe the cool air will be nice. And I'm freaking cold, and my skirt keeps going up. Okay, so marine bio class is really good. I'm at 3 subscribers, so it was insane. Okay, so never mind on my Odegaard plan. It's so packed in there already, and it's only the first day and like 10:30 in the morning. Afro. I'm eating chips. They aren't even that good, but I'm hungry. First day of school is done. Currently I'm at my shift. I had to go right after class.
Alright, day 2 OOTD. We just have this workout top and these high-waisted brown pants. I'm going to the hub and then to Red Square for RSO Activities Fair.
Say hi! Alright, we are currently at the RSO Fair. We got our things set up. We are ready to go. Join the league. There is our booth right there.
Also, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, so I have a whole health appointment soon.
Alrighty, everybody. The rain has started. It looks like it's snowing in the camera, or like people are throwing salt from the roof. We can do it. Poster's still intact. James. I see you, Emma and Ryan. Okay, update guys, hopefully y'all can hear me, but I'm just leaving the RSO Fair. It's raining, obviously, what do you expect in Seattle? I saw my flipping ex-boyfriend there. The worst, oh my gosh, that was so bad. I was like, I'm not gonna see him in a school of like 40,000 people, and what do I see? I see him walking, so that was a traumatizing event. Other than that, I'm actually heading to Whole Health. I had to leave the thing early because I need to go get a bunch of blood work done so I don't die from appendicitis. So I'm going to do that now. Hopefully I'll be able to pick up this camera again and I don't die, so fingers crossed. It's about to be my third and final day of the week at school. So much has happened in the last 2 flipping days. Flipping trips on the way here. This has happened every single year I've been in person at UW. Within the first week I'll just trip so horribly.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. I know y'all haven't seen me in a really long time. I've been super busy with school, but I thought today I had a little bit of time and I'll sit down and make a video. As y'all know, it is my 3rd year at the University of Washington. I'm officially an upperclassman, and I just wanted to share how my first few weeks went and all the updates that go along with that. On my first day of school, I was waiting in line to get into my marine biology lecture, and one person came up to me and they're like, Jessica? And I was like, oh my gosh, and I recognized him as a subscriber, and it was just the coolest thing ever. And then 2 more people came up to me and said that they watched my videos, and it made me so happy. It was like the best day ever to just get recognized on campus, and it was so surreal to me because I don't really have that many subscribers. I have like 820 something, but to know that people at UW actually watch my videos like means the entire world to me, so thank you very much. I will insert the clip here.
God, oh my god!
I went to my first in-person lecture in the past 1.5 to 2 years. That's how long COVID's been, guys. It was definitely weird at first to see so many people, but it was nice because I was so isolated during COVID, so to have this many people around me was really fun. Marine biology is Oceans 250, and the lecture was fine, and the professor is a really great lecturer. After that class, I went over to Astro 423, my high-energy astrophysics class. I walked in, there's barely any people there. It's a very, very small class. I would say like 10 people max. The professor was very nice and very welcoming, but I just feel like a class called High Energy Astrophysics should maybe have a professor who carries that energy. I've mentioned this in previous videos, but I do appreciate as a student having professors that are truly engaged in the material that they're teaching. It's very clear to me, at least, to see professors who are only researchers and just happen to be teaching and don't actually love teaching. I don't think that was the case with my astrophysics professor, though. Sometimes I feel for professors. I can understand how the job might be super stressful and taxing on your body sometimes, but in reality, they did choose that profession, and I feel like they owe it to us as students to bring that energy to class so we're more engaged with the material they're teaching. That's personally just how I feel. I don't really like lecturers who are slow at talking and are monotone, and it just seems like they're not excited to teach their class, which doesn't make sense why you would be a professor that doesn't like the class, but I get that vibe from a few teachers. Anyway, that was a little bit unrelated to my astrophysics class, but after that, I went to my class called Astro 300, which is an introduction to Python for astronomy major students. I really enjoy this class and how it is structured. There are no exams, no quizzes, no final, and it's basically just 1 or 2 homework assignments per week. The best part is that you can turn these homework assignments in early, and the teacher will give you a score of 1 or a score of 10. A 10 is a perfect score, you're good to go. If you get a score of 1, it means that you did something wrong on the homework, and he will tell you what you did wrong or give you helpful suggestions on how to improve. Then you can submit it as many times as you want in order to get that perfect score of 10. I enjoy this structure a lot, specifically at the University of Washington, because it's such a rarity. Everything is so competitive and focused on grades and being the best in your class. And I feel like this takes away the ability for a student to not only learn, but actually want to learn. When you don't have that pressure of doing above average on your exams or getting the best grade in the class, you're really able to take the moments to actually learn the material and not worry about being wrong sometimes, so that you can learn the mistakes and then improve. I feel like that's most important. Another thing I like about this class is that the professor often ends the lectures pretty early, which I appreciate because he's not one to keep us after we've already learned the lesson for that day. Some teachers will be like, oh wait, we have this extra time, let's learn one more thing that we can't even fit in the next 5 to 10 minutes, you know? Once he recognizes that the lesson for that day is over, he'll let us go, which I really appreciate because I'm not wasting my time, we're not wasting his time. Day number 2, I have Astro 322, and this is called The Contents of Our Galaxy, and the professor is Emily Levesque. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's only been the 3rd week, and she is already my favorite professor at the University of Washington thus far. What I really appreciate about her as a student is that she, as a professor, is such a great communicator. She brings that excitement, that energy to class every single day. Doesn't matter if it's rainy and it's gross outside, she's like, okay, let's learn about astronomy. She has a very clear, loud voice. She's able to answer questions very well, very straight to the point. She is very present in her in-person sessions, and even through the online lectures, she is very enthusiastic. It comes across through the screen. So far, the homework load hasn't been too extreme either. It's a very manageable class. You do 2 lectures per week, and with each lecture, you ask 1 question, and then there's a homework assignment assigned every 1 to 2 weeks. Even though there's exams, grades, homework, all that, I do really like this class because it's not back to back where you're stressing out that you need to get something done the next day. It's very spread out, so you have the time to learn the material, even though there's that added graded portion on top of it. Those were all the classes that I am taking this quarter. However, I did drop almost all of them. Here's the big update. On my first day of school, I'm on the bus going home. I get an email from NASA. I make sure I'm reading this right, and the email has @jpl.nasa.gov, and I was like, me? You're emailing me. Basically, someone from NASA was like, hey, we're interviewing you tonight. And I was like, out of nowhere, I was like, what is going on? What is my life right now? Obviously, I cannot turn down this opportunity. This is my entire life goal. So I was like, okay. I wasn't even nervous, honestly. I have prepared my entire life for this moment that there was no room for me to be nervous. I really appreciate how it was that day too, and it wasn't like weeks out in advance, because even though that would have given me time to prepare, I feel like the nerves would have built up by then, and I just liked how it was like, nope, we're interviewing you today. I can talk about everything in a separate video if you all want to see that, but basically on Wednesday I got offered an interview, and on Thursday I got offered a position to be a JPL intern. Anyways, that was like the 2 craziest days of my entire life, honestly. It was such a surreal moment just looking back and realizing I worked my entire life for that opportunity, for that moment, and it was finally here. I'm currently doing the internship now, and it is 25 hours a week, so I had to change a lot in my schedule this quarter. I decided to drop my marine bio class and my high energy astrophysics class. Luckily, I was able to earn credits for this internship, so I also added in Astro 499. I ended up going from a full-time student to a part-time student with 9 credits. Another thing I had to do as a result of this internship was quit boxing just for this quarter. As y'all know, I am a part of the UW boxing team here at the University of Washington, and I needed to take this quarter off so I can truly prioritize this dream of mine. The coach was super understanding, so I'm looking forward to coming back the following quarter. Other than that, I also had to cut most of my hours working as a boxing trainer at Emerald City Boxing Gym, which sucks because I really enjoyed that job, but this is kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I need to prioritize. So that's kind of where I'm at in terms of dropping a lot of things in order to say yes to this thing. Another update is that I am the League of Astronomers president. Me and the new officer board held our first meeting, and it was super fun and super exciting to just meet all of these brand new people, and I'm looking forward to more meetings in the future. Who is texting me right now? That reminds me, I saw Austin on the bus yesterday. As you all know, Austin has always interrupted every single one of my YouTube videos, but it was funny. He didn't interrupt this one. That wasn't him, luckily. He did interrupt my NASA orientation, though. I recall that. I've been going to the IMA consistently. I work out 5 days a week there and 1 day at ECBG. When I was benching the other day at the IMA, I kid you not, I was having the worst morning ever, and this girl comes up to me and she's like, "Oh my gosh, are you Jessica?" And I was like, oh my gosh. She told me she was a freshman and that she watched my videos and they were super helpful, and she showed all her friends, and that made me so happy. I was literally having the worst day ever. I believe her name is Kimberly. Thank you so much for talking to me. That made my entire year. Thank you so much. In conclusion, if y'all ever see me on campus, please do not hesitate to say hi. I will give you the biggest hug ever, and I will tell you how much you mean to me because it's so exciting. I'm just so excited to see my platform grow over time and to build connection with more students at the University of Washington. I'm just going to wrap up this video here. That was just basically an update of everything that's been going on during my first few weeks of fall quarter. If y'all have any questions for me or videos you'd like to see, go ahead and leave that in the comment section down below. I did temporarily delete Instagram in case you're wondering why I haven't responded to anything. It's just so I can focus a lot this quarter because it is a big distraction. But hopefully I'll be back on it soon. If you're a University of Washington student, I hope your fall quarter is off to a great start, or if you're just a student in general, I hope your school year is going great. I wish you the best of luck, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!